Hi, it's Trisha from Smith's Crafty Creations. I'm coming on with a little card holder box following on from a request from a little demo friend of mine, and it's to house some 3x3 cards. Now, when you make 3x3 cards, the envelopes are usually 3 1/8 of an inch, between that and 3 1/4. So I've made the box measurements so that it's going to be 3 1/4 wide by an inch. So you should get about 6 little cards in there, okay? So what we need is a bit of, for the base, we need to cut down a piece of cardstock to 4 inches by 9 inches, okay? So you will get 2 pair A4 sheet. And this is going to be layered up, but I've also incorporated a little fold over section to strengthen the box as well. Okay, so on the long side, we want to score, so the long side at the top, we're going to score it at 1 inch and 4 1/4 inch and 5 1/4 and then 8 1/2. Okay, so this small section here is going to be the glue flap to glue it all together. So this is how it's kind of going to look, okay? So on the short side, you want to score it at, really easy, 1 1/2 and 3, because it's 1 1/2 in height, like so, okay? So this is, I don't know if you could see, this is how we're going to cut it, okay? So we need to take away these 2 rectangles first, all right? So let me do that. Now, some people prefer to cut then fold and burnish. I'm just going to fold and burnish now. And then you can start seeing how it's coming together. So the smallest bit at the bottom here, that's going to be the box bottom, and this is going to fold over like so. Okay. Right, now let's do the cutting. So we want, I'll make sure I've got this the right way now. With the 1 inch score at the bottom, we want to just take away the little rectangle, and you can pop a little wedge out of that piece and slightly wedge the top part that's going to fold over, just so that there isn't any bulk at the fold there. So that's your glue tab on the right. We're going to continue, and so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts all together. Okay, so that's the bottom. So you'll see how all that will fold in together. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I need to, thought I was going to sneeze there. Okay, so turn it around, and we're now going to take a little wedge from, you can cut right up the score line if you want, but I always like to put a little wedge in so you don't get that gathering at the edges and the bulk kind of thing. And same here, like so. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, so what we're going to do now, it depends, we're going to layer it up, so it depends what, I'm going to use this just for example. You might want an 1/8 of an inch increment, you might want 1/4 of an inch. So just to show you, if it was 1/4 of an inch, you will see quite a bit of the black in the background. So I think I'll do that. But if you want the 1/8 of an inch measurements, the 1/8 of an inch, sorry, measurements for the top layer, I could give you that. Right, so what we're going to need is, we need 2 large and 2 small sections. So the large measures, so I'm just taking 1/4 of an inch off. It measures, let me see now if I've got the right one. It measures 3 by 1 1/4. So let's see, what does that measure? Oh, that's good. Oh, wrong one. Cut. 3 by 1 1/4. Okay, so I need 2 of those. And we need 2 that measure 1 1/4 by 3/4. and it's up to you how many times you layer it. But, because you can have both sets of layers, you see. Okay, so, just to recap, those layers are 3 by 1 1/4 for the bigger ones, and 1 1/4 by 3/4 for the smaller ones. Okay, so they are going to stick on like so. So you just need some wet glue. And it's unfortunate I don't have any 3 by 3 cards to hand, I don't think. I would just hope this fits. So there's the first one down. This is retired paper I'm using. It's just because this is kind of like a prototype. I want to make sure it works first before I break into my packs of current designer series paper. I hope that's straight enough. Bam, bam, ba-dam, ba-dam. Okay. Right, so at this stage, what we need to do is get some tearing tape. And we want to put tearing tape on our tab. Okay. Then what we want to do is we want to flip, because these are all going to fold over to reinforce the box. Okay, so what we need is tearing tape along the tops of these 4 tabs. Really easy lemon peasy. There's an easy peasy lemon squeezy even. Right, you pop that in. So there's one. Be careful how you tear this off, because it can actually lift the cardstock off. Like so. And that bit there. Right, now, tweezers, tweezers, tweezers. Where are you? Because my nails are a bit funny today. Oh, right, so pop that off. I've made lots of wee boxes recently. I really like it. I am missing my card making though, so I need to get back to doing that. Right, we're just going to fold over, get a bone folder and make sure those are stuck down nice, okay? And because I've taken a little wedge out, there's not going to be like much bulking at all. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to fold over so that this end marries up with this. Okay, we're just going to peel off that little bit. And we're going to make sure it's marrying up side by side. That is perfect. And now we're ready to glue the bottom. Now, I do like to take a little wedge out of my bottom as well. The bottom of the boxes, sorry, just to prevent any bulking as well. And no one's going to see the bottom of the box anyway, so it just makes for easier adhering. So this is going to turn out quite cute, actually. And then obviously you can decorate as you wish. You can wrap ribbon around it, pop a sentiment on it, and my demo friend's planning to pop hers in a cello bag, possibly for gift fairs and things like that, so that's really good. Okay, I'm just going to put wet glue on those 2 tabs. I'm going to pop wet glue on there and then fold it shut. Now I'm just going to pop my fingers in and put some pressure on there. It's really, really, really cute. Right, so while that's drying, I'm going to grab some 3 by 3 cards. I think I've some on this. I might have some in my stash. So here's some little 3 by 3 cards. So they're going to fit in perfect, and with the envelope, which will take up another 1/8 of an inch. And then they are going to go, I think she wants to put them in a cello bag. Now let me see. It could fit in one of these smaller ones, quite possibly. Oh yes. So it would pop in there. What you would need to do is you would need to fold over and tuck those corners so that it was able to stand flat. and then you would tie this with a little bow, and it would be looking really pretty. Or you can fold it over and pop a little sentiment on the side or something. So I hope that's useful for you, Han. Like I say, you can layer this up as much as you want, but I think that's a great little idea. And yeah, thanks for contacting me to give it a little go. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye now.